you know.
Well, now I heard some stuff. Do tell you, man. I heard you. I not heard you blind. I know you blind. So do tell these
Blind as
people,
a bat, man. Blind as a
man.
bat.
I was shocked as hell. This man, what? Okay. Just let's get to the
Yeah,
real, my dog. What happened, or how did you wind up going? Like, because of course you was in the military, you was doing your thing. So what happened,
yeah.
brother? What up, battle buddies? Welcome to the Combat Carl Show. Real vets, real talk, slightly inappropriate. I'm your host, Combat Carl, Army vet, and your favorite supply guy. On the show, we're gonna cover it all, from your first pair of boots to your final salute. No filters, no fluff, just vet stuff.
Yeah. Well, man, I tell people I could tell a lie and say, man, I was up in Fallujah, man. I got hit by ID, man. I lost my sight, because a lot of people they are as a vet, they automatically think that I lost my sight, during the war or something like that, man. You know what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
I don't be trying to play that card, man. I could if I
Yeah,
wanted
yeah,
to, but I don't
yeah.
play that card. You know what I'm saying? But what happened when, like I said,
Go Black Car Show, let's go. Go Black Car Show, let's go.
What up, battle buddies? Welcome to the Combat Carl Show. I'm here with another special episode. My good friend, Staff Sergeant Quince Lanford. How you doing today, my man? I say that
I'm
right?
doing good, man. You got it right. You got it right, man. You didn't
Hell
even
yeah!
you
All
said
right,
Quincy,
all
not
right.
Quincy. They be calling me Lance Quincy. But you got it right.
All right, I try to. I try. All right, so my man, I'll be sorry to tell your story today, man. I heard a lot about you, and I just want to give you flowers, my man. I know you served back in the day. I know you was with the 82nd out there in Fort Bragg, and
Oh,
yeah, man, I just want to tell
oh,
your story, boss man.
oh yeah.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. So let's get right into it. Let's get right into it, man. Tell people where you from. Where you originally from?
Well, I was born in D.C., man. Lived there, for like about 7 years with my grandparents, man, and then my mom's. Once she got settled in New York, man, Queens, New York, man, she tricked me into coming up there to live with it, man. I was supposed to just be going up there to visit, man. Next minute I know, man, she started enrolling me in school and stuff like that, man, So I was there until 18, man, you know what I'm saying? So
Okay,
hey, just go back to
okay.
visit and stuff, man, you know what I'm saying? That's about it.
All right, so let me ask you a question. So, growing up as a kid, though, in New York, what did you want to be growing up?
Well, man, when I was in the seventh grade, man, I already knew that I wanted to go in the army, man. My dad was a paratrooper doing Korea, man.
Okay.
Got 2 silver stars and all that stuff, man. And he used to be in the doorway sometime, the kitchen doorway, like he doing door checks and stuff like that, man. You know what I'm saying? And so, I, I kind of got a little brainwashed from that right there, and I knew that I didn't want to sit behind no desk, man. So I remember one time I was taking typing class, man, and I was sitting there and typing. I'm like, man, I don't need this stuff right here, man, because I'm going in the army. You know what I'm saying? And so when I first went in, I was infantry.
Mm-hmm.
Then I switched to
Okay.
supply. And then where did I find
Okay.
myself? Sitting in front of a typewriter, man. And where did my mind go back to the seventh grade when I said, I don't need this?
You said a lot right there. So when you first joined the military, you was you was infantry.
Yeah, 11B, 11B.
You was
Fort
11
Benning,
Bravo.
Georgia.
Okay.
11B,
Okay.
yeah.
You went to, so okay, hold on. We going all over the place. So
Yeah, it's
what
good.
year did you join the military? How about that?
Well, I started 86. Except, I
86.
graduated high school, man, had that little summer. And then right there, Fort Benning, Georgia, September 86, man.
Dang. Before I was born, my boy.
Yeah, yeah.
All
Fort
right.
Benning, Harmony Church.
86, Fort Benning. All right. So you had to stay there at Benning too, because you 11 Bravos, they train there. So
Yeah,
all
yeah.
right. So how long were you 11 Bravo for? Like, you know what I'm saying? How long were you in Avon West?
5 years, 11B, 5 years, man. Then I reclassed 92 Yankee, and up at Fort Lee. One thing
Yeah.
I noticed, man, that a lot of times supply sergeants stay out there in the field, man. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
I like that right there, because I got tired of humping that ruck, man. You know what I'm saying? But at the
Yeah.
same time, I realized that, hey, as an 11B, you just expendable. But a supply sergeant, cook, you know what I'm saying? S1, you know,
Yeah.
hey, they need you.
They need me. Yeah, they need. So I knew I liked you. I knew, of course, I was 92 Yankee. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I love that you wasn't supply. You wasn't the right one. That's what's
Oh
up.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah, you retired as a Yankee also?
Retired as a Yankee, man. Yeah, I
Okay.
got
All right.
medical retired. Medical retired to 17 years for kidney disease, man. You know what I'm saying? So they put me on
What?
TDRL, and then like 2007 is when they went in and officially retired me, man. They just figured, I wasn't, my kidney wasn't coming back, man. So
Mm-hmm.
uh, went ahead and when I first got out in 2003, man, I sat home for about 8 months, man, and you know the walls started closing in on me, man. I couldn't stand it, man. For the first like 5, 6 months, I just do you do the unemployment, you just fill the box out, man. You ain't really looking for no job, man. About
Yeah,
that fifth,
yeah.
6 month, man, I started actively seeking, looking for a job, man. This ain't working, man. I had my daughter, I had my little daughter, man. So I was
Okay.
like, this ain't working, man. So I got a job doing courier, man. So
Okay.
I go into Lumberton and pick up a load, man, in my van, and then I go out to Wilmington and deliver and come on back. So I did that for about 3 months, and then
Mm-hmm.
Fort Bragg, the CIF called me to go out there to work at Bay One, man, because by the time I calculated everything, it was pretty much like $2,000. You know what I'm saying? So instead
Yeah.
of doing all that traveling and wear and tear on my vehicle and stuff, man, I'll just go right here 10 minutes. I'm right there, Knox Street,
For
Fort Bragg,
yeah.
man. You know, but what made me stop was
Mm-hmm.
one day, man. I was rolling down the highway, man, and this guy had one of those one of those ice boxes you have outside the store with the big ice
Yeah.
bags in it. He had that on the back of a trailer, man. He hit the little bridge bump. Thing came up, trailer went on. The box slid down the road, man. I had to go to the left to go around it, So that was my first. That
Okay.
was my first indicator. Second indicator, man. I was traveling, got a flat tire. Boom,
Okay.
changed it. Very next day, I got another flat tire. I was like, that's it. That's my third sign, man. I quit. Yeah, I
That's so
quit, man.
wild. That's wild.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
wild. All right, so you was telling me your pops was in the military. That's what made you like kind of help convince you to join the military. Did he
yeah.
ever deploy or go to Korea or stuff like that?
Yeah, he was a career war vet, man. Like I
Yeah.
said, he got 2 silver stars, man. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, every time he get drunk, man, he's talking about it.
That's real. That's real. Now, I don't know your pops and I don't know your story, but like, do you, now that we grown and we like, you know what I'm saying, we done let more times, a lot of things in past, do you feel like your dad
Yeah.
had undiagnosed PTSD though?
Oh, most definitely, man. Ain't no doubt. They called it shell shock back then,
Yeah,
but he
back then, yeah, the
definitely
shell shocking back there, yeah.
yeah, he definitely had mental, man.
Mm.
He definitely had it, you know what I'm saying? Yes, I
That's
think
real.
that's why he drank so much, man, to try to drown that stuff away, man.
That's real. That's real.
Yeah, I
That's
mean,
it.
when he wasn't drinking, man, he was quiet, man. But once he got that juice in him, man, it was like Jekyll and Hyde, man. We're like, is this the same dude?
Mm. Mm. That's real though. That's real. Now let's talk. We talk boot camp. All right. So back then, '86, Fort Benning. What was basic training like? Your first week of basic training. What was that like for you?
Oh, and like I said, Bravo, it was in Bravo 10-2, which was Harmony Church. And at that time, they were starting to build a new side, the new side, other side of Fort Benning, which was they called it Sand Hills,
Right.
we used to call it Sand Hilton and stuff, man. That's where they had
Mm-hmm.
the new barracks. But we was over there in the World War II barracks and stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
the first week, you know, get there, man. You get there, you get that shock treatment and stuff, man. Yelling,
Mm-hmm.
get up the cars and all that stuff, pick your bag up, get down, all that stuff. And so we went through all that right there. You know, First week, man, they hard on you and stuff like that. But then eventually, man, um, started to settle down just a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But I already knew, I was already mentally prepared for it. You know what I'm saying? So my
Mm-hmm.
thing is, I'm gonna pass it and just do whatever I got to do, to make it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah.
Now, what was your worst day though in boot camp? Can you remember that?
Worst day. Let me think of my worst day. Man, my worst day. I guess, man, it had to. I really would say, man, it's the first initial shock day. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
but the day that made me realize that I was in the military was when when we was out there on the road march and it started raining, man. We couldn't go in the house. You know what I'm saying? Inside, like yeah, yeah, I'm in the army, man. It's raining. We can't even go inside.
That's real. That's real.
Yeah, man.
Uh,
So
all right. So, what
plenty
was your
plenty of
first
things.
duty station at? How about that? What was your first duty station at?
My first duty station right here, Fort Bragg, man, 87, January 87, man. Went to 3505 Parachute Infantry Regiment, 3
Okay.
Panther. Um, I stayed there, man, for 5 years, and that's who I deployed with to Desert Storm. You know,
Now,
um,
I love talking to you, Desert Storm veterans, who went because of course I was too young and I ain't about that. I wasn't about that life. Now, I know
right.
that was a rough deployment for a lot of y'all because y'all didn't have up on our equipment. Y'all didn't have a lot of stuff that we got now. So how
Nah,
was
man,
that
y'all had
deployment for
luxury,
you?
man. But actually, man, when I joined the military, I planned on just doing 4 years, man, get out and, be a cop and in DC, New York, man. You know what I'm saying? PG County, Maryland. I actually took the test for New York and everything, man. You know what I'm saying? And PG County. But it went by kind of quick, man. It was time for a reenlistment, man. And I was like, man, there's still more stuff I want to do. And so I went ahead and reenlisted, man. And a couple of months later, man, that's when uh uh Panama kicked off, and then Desert Storm kicked off, and so we got different cycles and stuff, support cycles and stuff when we
Mm-hmm.
in division, and so we were in support cycle, man. So when the call came, man, our unit pretty much pushed the cats out for Panama. You know what I'm saying? And then
Mm-hmm.
I think about 8 months later is when Desert Storm kicked off, man. So just got back from leave, man, and all of a sudden, man, we went on lockdown and stuff, man, and uh had us on lockdown, and then we was there, held there for about 3 days, and then they let us go, to our apartments and whatever, secure whatever we had to do and stuff, then get back there, man. So like you said, man, it wasn't it really was it was a no notice call out, man. It's a
Mm-hmm.
real deal, man. So biggest thing, man, is boring is the preparation, man. Just sitting there waiting and stuff, man, trying to find out what's
Yeah.
going on and stuff like that, man. Long wait, man, And then finally, man, you find out you're going, you get ready to go wheels up and stuff, man. But I tell you what, though, I'm glad we ain't had to jump in that bad boy, man, because when we landed there in Saudi, man, and them doors open, man, and all that heat came up in there, bad boy, man. It's like, man, I mean, it was like 4 o'clock in the morning, something like that, man. It was
Yeah.
just hot, man. We weren't gonna be doing no fighting and all that heat like that, man. It was too hot, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
let,
and we
let me
knew,
ask you this
we
question.
knew.
Okay,
Yeah, go ahead.
how they do the tell y'all was about to deploy? Like, because I mean, when it was a formation. Like, all right, for us, it was a formation. Commander come outside, but we kind of like heard the rumblings because like we back then when I
Yeah,
went, it was cycles. Everybody was going on cycles anyway. But how was it like? Okay, because that was like a surprise order, or like what I'm saying, it was a quick order, pretty much. So how was that for y'all? Did they
you
call you for information, or how'd you find out?
Nah, we actually got back from leave, man, and we were out in the field. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
We supposed to been out the field for about 2 weeks and stuff, man. We was in it till like the second day, and all of a sudden, training stopped, man, and they brought us, out the field back to the barracks and stuff, man. And then,
Mm-hmm.
we started doing inventories and all that stuff like that, man. And we didn't know where we were going and stuff, but we knew that it was the real deal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, it's one of them things where it's like, man, I don't feel like going down range. Hey, but I was squad leader, you know what I'm saying? So I couldn't
Yeah.
quit in front of my troops and stuff and taking
Right.
out, you know what I'm saying? But he's like, man, I don't feel like going down here fighting nothing, you know what I'm saying? But
That's real.
you say, hey, I'm a squad leader, man. I gotta lead by example. So hey, we gonna do what we gonna do, man.
Yeah. They can't see you flinch. You know what I'm saying? They can't see me flinch. So come on, let's go,
Yeah,
y'all.
that's it, man. Yeah, man. But the main, like I said, a lot of waiting around and stuff, man. Of course, we had to, get all our, duffel bags, they bags, all that stuff, put there on the palletized and all that. So we knew the deal right there. We had to put our stuff, we always had our stuff packed, you know what I'm saying? But then we had to put our stuff on pallets, get it palletized and stuff like that, man. And then we like, okay, yeah, we rolling. But we set, it took us probably about a good maybe week before we actually were wheels up,
Mm-hmm.
because we stopped. We did a stop, man, over in Spain, man, at
Okay.
one of the Air Force bases. I can't remember the name of it, but man, Air Force, man. You get your food, man. You sit down, they ask you for seconds, and then you don't got to take your tray to the window. They come and get it. I was like, man, I'm in the wrong branch, man.
Yeah, airports get treated
Yeah,
so good. I was
yes,
such a
indeed.
shock and awe. Yeah. Yeah, but as a matter of fact, I knew I joined the wrong branch because when I was deployed on my third deployment,
Yeah.
and we are in a 100-man tent. You know what I'm saying? It's 100 dudes,
Uh-huh.
3-tier bunk beds, all that. I come
Right.
outside the tent. I look to my right. They got their own little hotel over there. Everybody got their own room. They got cable. They got refrigerators, microwaves. Oh, what the hell are we
Yes.
doing over
Yes.
here? I'm walking on ice, busting my back, trying to climb up through 3 tiers of sleep.
Right. Right.
Yeah, man.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Another thing, man, we was on, we'd be on the aircraft and the Air Force would give us box lunches, man. These
Mm.
cats had real can openers in there. You know what I'm saying? The real
Yeah.
can openers, man. And when you finish, they threw them in the trash. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The real can opener, they throw it in the trash, man. I'm like, come on, man.
Yeah. We don't get none of that. So what was
Nah,
y'all living
nah.
situation like while you was over there deployed on that one?
When we
Y'all in
first
the
got
tent?
over there, man,
Yeah.
they put us on this base. This base was brand new, man. It's called Champion, Maine. You know,
Okay.
and so we probably was in let me see, we probably was in that facility, man. They had the track and all that stuff right there, brand new.
Mm-hmm.
We was in there for probably about 3 months, man. But we went out. We eventually went out to the desert, man, and then they had us in tents, man.
Mm.
And then eventually when we started movement and stuff, man, of course, tents go down, man. And so they had us had us on the back of Deuce and a House, man. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because the thing is, as you know, man, desert warfare, man, that's mech country. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, they had us on the back of Deuce and a House and stuff like that, man. And I think they had I don't know if it was a six French. They had the six French in front of us, man. And then rest of the division following behind, man. So we was out to the west. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but most of all the action, the real action, was all the way to the east and stuff, man. More towards Kuwait. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So we executed all the way up to the Tigris River, and that's when we went up. We came to a halt, man. You know what I'm saying? The thing was, they said Bragg through Baghdad. So we were looking forward to going to Baghdad so we can get back to Bragg.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's
Okay.
how that was, man. So
All
we,
right, let me ask you this question. What's your most memorable mission what's your most memorable mission or memory while you was deployed though?
I'm gonna tell you.
Mm-hmm.
Um, what happened was, we had our flak vest, man. So a lot of times when
Yeah.
we stop, we get off and lay down and stuff, man. Because grunts, man. The ground is our bed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. All
So
right.
I have my pro master, man. What I would do is I take it and put it behind my flak vest, man, so it can be elevated a little bit while I sleep.
Mm-hmm.
So we actually had movement to the next morning to get up. But what happened was, man, I put my flak vest on and I forgot my mask right there, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we rolled it down. We rolled it down, man. Back in the truck, I let them know that, hey, I don't have my mask and stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? I left my mask back there. And then I'm telling you, man, them cats did not get me a mask, man. I'm gonna tell you. So we're on the back of the Deuce, man, and all of a sudden they get the gas signal. Gas, man.
Okay.
So they get
Oh.
that gas alert. So everybody putting their mask on, man. And I ain't got no mask, bro. So you know what
Oh.
I did, man?
What's that?
I just said to myself, I said, well, they gonna get to see what that gas do to a brother. So I'm sitting there looking at all these cats their masks on, man. And I was just willing to just accept my fate, man, before a mistake that I
Right.
made, you know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
at the same time, it showed, man, these jokers don't give a damn about you, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I was an
Yeah.
officer or something like that. They would have got me a mask, you know what I'm saying? Now,
Yeah.
they eventually got me a mask, but come to find out, it was another brother that was missing his mask, you know what I'm saying? So we look
Mm-hmm.
at it, that's his stuff. So, hey, this is his mask. Give him his mask, you know what I'm saying? But at that particular time, um, what happened was when I originally reclassed for 92 Yankee, I was supposed to go to Fort Lee for AIT knocked and then go over to Germany. But we had a
Right.
stop loss, so all that stuff stopped.
Right.
So when that particular moment right there happened to me, I said, yeah, I'm going supply. Cause I'm gonna never let myself be in a position like this. I'm gonna have equipment with me. You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
like,
they,
hey, I
they,
got
they
the key
gonna
to
need me.
everything.
That's it, man. You know what I'm
I
saying?
really
So
want to
that's my
give it
most
out. Yeah.
memorable moment right there, man. That like boom. And the only and eventually I got a mask, but I got the mask when we started clearing some Iraqi bunkers and stuff, man. I got a
Mm.
Iraqi mask, man, and I still got
Yeah.
that bad boy out in my storage room today. But that just, I mean, and the CO, Captain Dasco, he was in the Humvee right there behind my truck, man. Now, if I could have said, man, I'm going to shoot this motherfucker. He ain't give me, he ain't give me no man. Well, I didn't do that, you know what I'm saying? But I was willing to just accept my faith, man. You know what I'm saying? My fate, hey.
Yeah.
But, and but some of the my soldiers under me, they remember that, man. Like one of my soldiers, he said, yeah, man, when I was being instructed, I always would tell them recruits about that story. What happened, man? You know what I'm saying? That's important. So your equipment check.
Got to do it, man. That's wild. That's a wild story. All right,
Yeah.
let me ask you this question then. What were y'all listening to? Because I mean, of course, back early '90s, like you said, they ain't had no Walkmans, they have the CD players and all that just yet. So how was y'all listening to
Oh,
music? Like, what was y'all listening to on the way there, way back? Or it was like a loud ride or a quiet ride? Like, what was that like?
well, well, see, being 11B, man, we
Hmm.
ain't want no extra weight. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? You carrying everything. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
um, we just pretty much had battle rattle, man. You know what I'm saying? We ain't
Hmm.
had nothing to nothing to listen to. You know what I'm saying? Um,
Mm.
uh, but once we got to the facility and stuff, that's when having radios and stuff like that, and they're having
Hmm.
TVs and stuff. So a lot of times people can just somebody got a radio and stuff, man. You listen to the music and stuff like that, man. But once we started going down range, man, a lot of that stuff, man, wasn't going with us and stuff, man. The supply guys, of course, they had a lot of stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? But the
Hmm.
average grunt, man, we ain't had nothing to listen to, man. We just had our books. And the thing about it, my platoon side, we couldn't even read no. At one particular time, all we could read is military manuals and stuff like that. But once we got care packages and stuff like that, we can read some other stuff. But once we went down range, man, we were just sterile, man.
Mm.
Yeah, we just
So let me
sterile,
ask you
man.
this question then. What was the best care package you ever got while you was deployed?
Oh man, it's one with the cookies and cakes and all the good goodies and stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? Chips and everything. That's one of my best ones, man. And that just came from random people just sending the care package. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not for none of my loved ones and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
All right, let me
But
ask
I'm
you
gonna
this
tell you
question.
one
So,
thing, man.
yeah.
Let me tell you this though.
Hmm.
When we were in those barracks, right? When we found out, when I first walked into the daggone bathroom, man, I'm looking for a toilet. Well, no toilet, man. It was just like the bottom of a commode in the floor. So, you know, you got to squat. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? They didn't believe in sitting on a toilet. So you got to squat, man, and do that and take the hose. So that was all new to me, man. That was all new to me. We walking in like where's the toilet?
That's
Yeah,
wild
you
work.
know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. I know what you talking about. I've been over there. I know what you talking about.
Yeah,
Oh
man.
man. All right. Let me ask you the question. Before, okay, now fast forward. If there, what would you
Yeah,
tell yourself? What would you tell your younger self before you deploy? Before you had to deploy, is it one? What was one? Excuse me. Let's try it again. What is one
yeah.
thing you would tell yourself before you deploy?
Well, before you deploy, what? Hey, man, I would just tell myself, hey, just remember all the training that you received, man. And apply it.
Okay.
You on a mission. You this is you're serving your country and stuff like that, man. So we train as we fight. You know what I'm saying? So hey, this is the
Hmm.
time that we got to do what we train for. So hey, just rely on your training and do what you train for, man.
So after your deployment, did you see the world differently, or how did it affect how you saw the world?
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah. It definitely changed your view on the world, man. I mean, it even when it comes to basic necessities of life, man. You know what I'm saying? People take it for granted, man. Just to go in the refrigerator, man, get some ice, some cold,
Right.
you know, um, just to be able to sleep in a warm bed. You know what I'm saying, man? Just to have some good food to eat. And then plus when you see how other people live around the world, man, it makes you appreciate America. You know what I'm saying? Um, but one
Hmm.
thing that I did notice, man, was in Saudi, man, jokers are rolling Mercedes Benz like they were just hoopties and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Everybody rolling
Hmm.
Mercedes, man. You know what I'm saying?
That's
you
real.
know, you know, we on the back of the truck, and then we like, man, we thinking like, man, hey, I ain't asked to come here, man. We over here helping you. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather be
Yeah.
back home, man. You know what I'm saying? So,
Hey,
hey, don't be looking at
that's
me funny,
real.
man.
That's
Yeah.
real. I'm gonna ask you this: have you ever served under toxic leadership?
Oh yeah, yeah, most definitely, man. Most definitely,
Yeah.
man. And your career, each assignment, man, is different, man. You know what I'm saying? You have
Hmm.
some good leaders, man, and you have some bad, man. You know what I'm saying? And the thing about it is, you just got to stay focused. Like one time, man, in my 12th year. I was thinking about getting out, man, because I was like, man,
Okay.
I'm tired of the first side, man. I'm tired of this nonsense, man. But I had this FedEx driver tell me, man. He said, listen, young blood. He was retired. He said, I don't
Okay.
care what you do, man. He said, you need to stay in and get that 20, because he said that check is gonna make a difference. He said, I don't care what you got to put up with, man, but you go ahead and stay in and do what you got to do, because it's gonna make a difference, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, but yeah, because it's not when you working under a toxic leader, man. It keeps you can't relax, man. You always got your guard up, man. You always got your
Yeah.
antenna up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because it's like, man, this cat got it out for me, man. You know what I'm saying? So you
Oh
definitely
yeah.
got to, walk straight, man. Not give him any kind of reason, man, to try to come at you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. When you on the chopping block, they sure looking for you. They looking for any and
Yeah,
everything.
oh, yeah, definitely, man. And he was just racist, man. He just a prejudiced dude. That's all he was, man.
All right, let's talk
And
about
I
that a little
experienced
bit,
my
man. I want to
yeah,
talk about
I
that a little bit
experienced.
because
Go
y'all
ahead, go
started
ahead.
it. You joined in the you know what I'm saying 80s, you know what I'm saying late 80s, I would say, and
Yeah,
of
87.
course
Yeah,
racism
87.
is always around. I mean, just always it's always around. But how was it for y'all, like y'all generation of soldiers back then, though? Because of course it's like I would say residual racism because I mean command was still who they were. We didn't have a lot of black command. You know what I'm saying? You didn't have a lot of black commanders or black leadership at that time due to what I was told. I wasn't there. So, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, how was that?
Well, and when I '05, infantry, when I first started, man, it wasn't I didn't see hardly see too many black commanders, man. You see, some black first sergeants and stuff like that. But the thing with 82nd, man, a lot of times, man, you cats will go back between Ranger Bat and Division, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And so we had some tough leaders, man. Because you find out, man, a lot of cats, man, that come through division, a lot of times they end up going up high up in the ranks, man. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Different corps headquarters and all that stuff like that, man. Um, but I had never had nobody come out and call me, the N word or nothing like
All
that. You
right.
know what I'm saying? But you could tell by the actions, like because me and my boy actors, man, we were in second platoon. We were the only two brothers in second platoon, man. And it
Okay.
seemed like we would put on every detail that was around, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like they
Yeah.
always calling us, man, for
Yeah.
detail.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And it's like, come on, man. These other cats, getting over and stuff, man. So we would see stuff like that, man. But the one thing about it is, like we had this one cat. He was straight neck, man. And this one dude named Frappy was married to a sister, white boy married to a sister.
Mm-hmm.
And this dude would think his heart. He didn't know Frappier's wife was black, and he started talking that mess, man. And Frappier wanted to go to his butt, man. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So we identified him, man. So we knew that we had racist cats up in there. You know what I'm saying? We knew
Right.
that, but a lot of times they didn't come out there and say it. But when we got the training and stuff, man, all that stuff went out the window, man. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
All that stuff went out the window, man.
Do you feel like you had
Only
any
time I
like do you
go
feel like
ahead.
anybody kind of like held you or kind of hindered your promotions or anything like that or stopped like you know what I'm saying or got in the way of like
Oh
seeing you
yeah,
to the
oh
board
yeah,
or
oh yeah, man. See, once 82nd get you, man, especially as a supply sergeant, they be having shortages. They
yeah
don't want to let you go. You see
right
what I'm saying? So while other cats, man, are, going to other units and stuff. I'll give you an example. Um, when I left 82nd, man, I went to Fort Chaffee for JRTC. I got assigned to the Op 4.
okay
Which was up at Fort Chaffee, and then we did that back move to Louisiana. I was
okay
in Alpha Company first 519. I had 10 years stateside, and I knew
mm-hmm.
that they were going to call me. I didn't want to go to Korea, so um, I saw they had Egypt come up, MFO, one
Mm-hmm.
SB. So I went ahead and told them to put me on orders for that. When I got the one SB around a bunch of logisticians and stuff, that's when it actually was getting a whole bunch of training. It was just like a whole different army, man. You know what I'm saying? It was more laid
yeah
back, man. They was more into your MOS, training and stuff like that. But when you in the division, man, all they want you to do is focus on mission and stuff, man. They don't want to
yeah
send you to school or none of that stuff
nope
like that. You just focus on mission. So I think that right there, that hindered me, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I got a letter of acceptance to 7th group because I was trying to get out of division. But
yeah
division wouldn't release me. So I believe that staying in division too long, man, held me back.
I feel you yeah I mean I get that they don't ever want you to go I didn't get to go to a lot of schools I wanted to go to because of course I'm supplies so they're always we need this we
Yeah,
doing this we got this coming up we can't do this or they saying my soldiers ain't good enough to hold that down or whatever you know what I'm saying like so it was a lot of it's crazy that they've been doing that for all these years that's right they've been doing that since when
yep,
you was in
yep,
when I was in they probably still doing it now
yep. That's it,
all
man.
right
And it hurts the soldier, man. You know what I'm saying?
yeah that's real all right let's see. All right, so let me ask you, what was going through your head leading up to your deployment though? Like when they told y'all was finna go, did I ask people all the time, like you know what I'm saying? Did the not fear because you showed up, you went, you pulled up, but I know
Yeah,
death had to cross your mind because it's a part of war, it's a part of being in the military.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I mean, did you have that, or did you like what kind of thought process were you having before you deployed?
Well, it, I wasn't so much scared. I didn't.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't afraid of nothing like that, man. But
Right,
it's
right,
just
right.
that thing of like. Like man, like I said before, man, I really don't want to go down range. I really don't want to do this. You know what I'm saying? But I can't back out. I can't back out of it. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
so it's like, man, you going into the unknown, man. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, we train as we fight, man. This is what we've been training for, man. So it's like you just go ahead, man, and uh face that. Not so much. but yeah, you face the unknown of the fear. If you have it, you face it head on, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like you gotta do
Yeah.
what you gotta do, man. You know what I'm saying? So you just gotta you mentally prepare yourself for it, man. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, with
Hmm.
the training and stuff, man, you get conditioned. You know what I'm saying? It's just like jumping out the plane, man. You know, plane, you got fear. You know what I'm saying? But you don't let the fear conquer you, man. You know what I'm saying? And you
Yeah.
follow your training and stuff, man, and you go out that door. You know what I'm saying? Once that
Okay.
green light going on, man, ain't no going back. Let's go.
Hmm. Hmm.
Let's do this. Yeah.
All right. So let me ask you a question. What's your top 5 military or wartime movies?
Man, I gotta put Saving Private Ryan, man.
Hmm.
We were soldiers, I think it was called.
Okay.
And now this right here wasn't a war movie, but it was Full Metal Jacket. I like that movie.
Okay.
And then Rambo wasn't a war movie, but Rambo was good too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I agree.
and Platoon, and
Okay.
then they had Apocalypse Now. Yeah, those my movies
Yeah.
right there, man. But I
Okay.
love that. I love that Full Metal Jacket, especially that drill side. You know what I'm saying?
You right?
Gunny.
Right.
Yeah,
Hmm.
that's mine right there, man. You know,
Well, now I heard some stuff. Do tell you, man. I heard you. I not heard you blind. I know you blind. So do tell these
blind as
people,
a bat, man. Blind as a
man.
bat.
I was shocked as hell. I was like, this man, what? Okay, okay, okay. Just let's get to the
Yeah,
real, my dog. What happened, or how did you wind up going? Like, because of course you had you was in the military, you was doing your thing. So what happened,
yeah,
brother?
yeah. Well, man. I tell people I could tell a lie and say, man, I was up in Fallujah, man. I got hit by ID, man. I lost my sight, because a lot of people they are as a vet, they automatically think that I lost my sight, during the war or something like that, man. You know what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
I don't be trying to play that card, man. I could if I
Yeah,
wanted
yeah,
to, but I don't
yeah.
play that card. You know what I'm saying? But what happened when, like I said, I got medical retired for kidney disease, man. You know what I'm saying? And I worked out at Fort Bragg. I had to start dialysis, man. So when I started
Okay,
dialysis and stuff, my second treatment, they give you a thing called a fistula, in your arm and all that.
okay,
So uh, they put me on the machine. First treatment went good. Second treatment, I went, man. My head was hurt, man. It's like well, I know later on what it is. I had a stenosis or a blockage in the arm. They kept running
okay,
that machine, man, and with that machine, man, it ran that pressure up, and the pressure, man, damaged my optic nerves. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know right away, what was going.
okay,
I knew something was going on. 'Cause my peripherals went out, man. So I was telling these jokers something happened to me, and they really wasn't listening to me, man. And so, for about 6 weeks, man, hey, all my vision was gone, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, 6 weeks, man, it was gone, man. You know. But I joke, yeah, 6 weeks. But I tell jokers, man, I said the doctors been like, Mr. Lanford, you not gonna in 2 years you're gonna be blind. I said, man, I'd have been hitting all the strip clubs so I could see all the women before I lost my sight. I sure would have, man. I'm gonna see all the women I can see before I lose my sight.
Oh my god, bro. Oh my god, bro. Okay, okay. But you lost your vision so fast, bro. 6 weeks is quick.
Yeah,
That's
but you
quick.
know what though?
Yeah.
The first 4 months, man, this one nurse had told me he see people get their stuff back in 4 months, you know what I'm saying? Possibly.
Okay.
So, I have my faith and stuff, man, you know what I'm saying? And
Right.
so I was, um expecting to come back. So it was hard, but it wasn't as hard because I'm like thinking to myself, this is just temporary. I
Right.
could
Right.
deal with this right here 4 months. It's just temporary, then my sight coming back. But that didn't happen. But the thing
Okay.
is, when I did lose my sight, I wasn't scared because I was used to operating in the night. You go to Panama, man, you in the jungle canopy and stuff like that, man, dark. You know what I'm saying? We
Right.
do all our operations at night and stuff. So I looked at it like a movement to daylight, but the daylight ain't coming.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So So I wasn't scared of the dark. You know what I'm saying? So, but the thing is, mentally, when it didn't come back, man, I'm not gonna lie, man. I was suicide. I was suicidal, man. I was thinking
That's a
about
that's
all kind of
real.
ways to
That's
kill
a real
myself, man.
statement, man. That is
Yeah,
real. I know it had to be
I
hard.
was
So
thinking
so
about
after
killing
4
myself,
months,
man.
did it come back and forth? Like did it go in and out a little bit, or it was
It
just like it just didn't come back?
it just, man, when it faded, man, it just faded, man, like a haircut. It just
Mm.
faded. You know what I'm saying? But but it did come back, man. And you know, and I was saying to myself, man, I don't want to live like this. Because not only did I lost
Yeah,
my sight, but I was doing dialysis too. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So,
So you still on
you
dialysis
know,
and you lost your sight.
nah,
Okay, I'm listening. All right.
at that time, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is, I was thinking like, okay, I could take a hose and put it up to the shell pipe and run it in the vehicle, man, and you know, just carbon
Mm-hmm.
monoxide, man. And then I thought about it. I said, man, if I take this shotgun and I shoot myself and I blow half my face away and I live, then I'm a blind freak. So I said, I ain't gonna do that. And then I thought about it. I said, well, they say if you kill yourself, you're going to hell. You know, I ain't
Mm-hmm.
trying to find out firsthand
I ain't
either.
trying to go
You
to
know what I'm
hell. No, yeah, right.
saying? Yeah. And so what encouraged me, what I thought about, man, I thought about my wife and my children. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I thought about them and how that would affect them, man. You know what I'm saying? So I said, every day that I wake up, there's always a possibility of a miracle. But if I kill
Mm-hmm.
myself, there's no possibility, there's no hope, none whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? So
That's real.
and so because I had to, you know, I had to come to acceptance. You know, you go to
Mm-hmm.
the bargaining, the pleading, Lord, if you give me my sight, I serve you, Lord. I serve you the
Yeah.
rest of my life, Lord.
I'm gonna be in there every night, every Sunday. I'm gonna be in there.
Exactly.
Never going
You know,
back, Lord.
so yeah, man, you know, so when I finally got to the acceptance phase, man, you know, I just went ahead and, you know, and just started, you know, trying to find things to do, man. I used to listen to a lot of TV and stuff, you know, do a little doing prayer and stuff like that, man. And finally, man, I found out about the blind rehab, you know,
Mm-hmm.
down in Birmingham. They got about 12 of them throughout the nation and stuff for blind
Okay.
rehab for the visually impaired and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So, because at first, man, when I lost my sight, man, I'm like, I don't know what to do, man. I'm like, take me to a farm and let me milk a cow or something. I gotta find something to do. Something. I don't know what to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so when I got to blind rehab, man, it was good, man. Cause they know you find out that you're not the only one that's blind, that you're not the only one that's going through that. Cause you know, a lot of times you're just not gonna see blind people out there in the public like that. So it was good to get
Okay.
around other people, man, and realize that they were blind, you know. And so, but the thing is, I'm totally blind, right? I thought everybody blind, totally blind, but there's different
Yeah.
degrees of blindness and stuff, man. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So when I was, you know, jokers in the day room, man, they were watching the football game and stuff, man. I'm like, how they watching TV, man? How they doing that? I can't. And then I realized there was different degrees of blindness, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But there was a cat named Jack. You know, he kind of he inspired me, man, because it's like his left hip was up, left leg was off at the hip, and his right leg was off at the knee. You know what I'm saying? And he was in a wheelchair and all that stuff, man. And he was
Damn.
feeling sorry for me, man. And I was saying to myself, man, if this cat can still laugh and joke like that,
Mm-hmm.
and he can handle his thing, I can handle mine. You know what I'm saying? Not downplaying, but I'm like, I can handle mine, man. Cause I don't know if I could handle that if I was in his shoes. You know, well, he ain't had
Right.
no
Right.
shoes, but
But
you know what I'm saying? You know, so yeah, man. So, but he encouraged me, man. You know what I'm saying? He encouraged me,
all
man.
right.
Yeah, he encouraged me, man. So, but I've been to blind rehab several times, man, and they help build your confidence and stuff, man. You know, we did like woodwork, leather work, making belts and stuff like that, man. They teach you
Mm-hmm.
mobility schools how to get around with the cane and stuff like that, man. You know, so all that stuff was a plus, man. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They teach you about cooking and all that, man. You know, they gave me computer with JAWS, so I can use the computer and stuff, man. Eventually they gave me the iPhone and all that right there, man. Learning how to use that. If I had to keep everything and keep one thing and give everything back, man, I keep my iPhone, man. The iPhone, man, is like my connection to the world, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, hey, without that
Ooh,
iPhone, man, I wouldn't be doing this right here. You know what I'm saying?
that's real. That's real.
Yeah, I'll
I
be on Facebook
I
and
mean,
all
I know
that,
they
man,
took
because of the
man.
iPhone.
It take a lot. I mean, the mental, like, I don't even, like, I couldn't imagine going through what you had to go through though. Like, I'm trying to wrap my
Yeah,
head around it because it's some real, like, it's levels to it, man. It's so many levels. And you were a father of, how many you said, four, sir?
five.
You
I
the
got
father of
five
four,
children, man. Yeah,
five kids,
five, five.
five of them.
Yeah,
And
4 boys and a girl.
how old were you when you did lose your vision?
I lost my sight at 38. You know what I'm
And you
saying?
lost it
38,
young,
man.
young.
Yeah, and I
And you
felt
were young,
cheated,
young.
man. Yeah,
Yeah.
I felt cheated because it's like I spent most of my time in the military. Now I'm getting out the military and the civilian side, and I'm looking forward to enjoying the military side. I mean the civilian side, and then wham, this fight hit me, man. You know what I'm saying? So I felt
Hmm.
cheated. But on the other side, I said, well, some people born blind, they'll never see. I got to see for 38 years. You know what I'm saying?
That's real.
So
That's
I had to
real.
look at it like that, man. So I had to be thankful for the fact that I did get to see. You know what I'm saying? Because like you take a person who's blind from birth, and if you say something like a rooftop, they don't know what that is. It's just words to them. You know what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
I know what a rooftop look like, but with them, you have to give them a little model or something so they can feel a rooftop. Like colors. I know what blue
Okay.
means. I can still see my colors, know my colors and match my colors. But a person who was born blind, they don't know. It's just a term to them. Blue. They don't know what that is. It's just a
That color
term. You
look
know what I'm
alike.
saying?
I feel what you're saying. I feel you.
Yeah. So all that right there, man. You know what I'm saying? So some people ask the question, would you rather have been born blind and never seen as opposed to being able to see and then being blind? Well, my thing is, nah, I'm thankful for being able to see. You see what I'm
Right.
saying? Yeah.
Hmm.
So but a person who born blind, that's all I know. Like I was talking to this one dude, he didn't really realize he was blind like until he was about 12 when interacting with the other people and wondering like because it was normal to him just being blind until he realized that there's a difference, you know what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
it was new to him, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm blind. Yeah. It'd be like Dave Chappelle with the Black Klansman, man. Hey.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That is
Yeah, man.
real.
Yep.
Golly. Okay. Okay. Now 38. Man, it's so much to unpack in that though, man. Your kids, you know what I'm saying? You got young kids and whatnot, and
Yeah,
you still
man.
being a father and stuff. And I know you had like not say take a step away from them, but like having to deal like
Oh,
getting rehab and all that.
oh
How
well,
was that like that chapter?
I'm gonna tell you like this, man. When I lost my sight, man, my ego was shattered, man. I'm like, this ain't supposed to happen to me, man. I'm supposed to
Yeah,
be
yeah, yeah.
89, 90 years old, sitting in a rocking chair, looking at the young girls walking down the street saying, girl, if I were a young girl, you'd be in trouble.
Yeah.
So I mean, it messed with me because it's like, man, I'm like, man, I can't even see to protect my kids, protect my wife, my family. You know what I'm saying, man? I didn't want to go out the house, man, because I didn't want nobody to see me like this, man.
Yeah.
I mean, and this ain't supposed to happen to me. You know what I'm saying?
I dig it.
And
I dig
so
it.
it took me about a good, I don't know, probably at least 10, 12 years, man, before I actually was comfortable with letting the public or Facebook or whoever know that I was blind, man. You know what I'm saying? And that I broke that ice because one of these brothers, did an interview, wanted to interview me, man, with my DJ and stuff like that. And so
Mhm.
that's when I like, well, it's gonna be on YouTube, and because I didn't want I ain't want none of my old, I ain't want nobody to know I was blind, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I
Pretty
just
much.
I
I
just
dig it.
didn't, man. You know what I'm saying? So so I had to come to accept that, for myself, man. You know what I'm saying? To be comfortable with it, man. So it took me a while to do that, man.
Yeah. 10
But I
years is a
tell
minute.
people,
Now,
man, I tell them I ain't your average blind dude though, man. You know what I'm saying? Now, go ahead.
I heard that. I heard it. So now I seen some pictures as I look over here. You became a DJ. Were you DJ before you lost your sight, or did you pick it up after?
Nah, I got it after, man. I mean, growing up in Queens, man, my cousins and different ones, man, it was around the techniques and stuff like that, man. So like
Yeah.
I used to go with my cousin to his boy Jamie house, man, and sit there and watch them on the techniques and stuff like that, man. And they used to one of the main things they used to mix was "Good Times" by Chic, and it was another jam called "Super Sperm," man. Super Sperm. So I used to sit there watching them scratch and stuff like that, man. You know what I'm saying? And then
Okay.
not only that, man, growing up in New York, man, the inception of hip hop and all that stuff. 'Cause I got there in like '76, man, and it's like
Okay.
that's when I heard like MC Rock, yes, yes, y'all, because everything's on tapes and stuff like that, man.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so,
Yeah.
and then we used to listen, like WBLS, Frankie Crocker, Chief Rocker, and stuff like, DJ Red Alert, Chuck Chill Out, all that stuff. We used to, so I listened to all that. So I had the ear for it, man.
Yeah.
CL Smooth, right?
Yeah.
CL Smooth. I reminisce.
Yeah.
I reminisce. I reminisce. Yeah, yeah. I was in the fourth grade with Corey, man. Corey Penn, CL Smooth. That was my boy back
What?
in,
Okay.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
what's up.
And then my wife, and 50 is actually my wife cousin. She don't know him, but they like second cousins and
Yeah.
stuff, man. But the thing is,
Okay.
so I always, love music, man. You know what I'm saying? So one day I was walking through the store in Best Buy, man. I told my boy, man, I said, man, I wanna, get on, some turntables, man. I want to mix, you know what I'm saying? And he's like, man, they got digital mixes and stuff out. I said, really? And so he took me
Hmm.
over to the mixers, man. I was checking some of them out, man. I got this little basic mixer, man, and I, came and I started practicing with that, man. I had to, learn how to use the split cable, man. How to, because I'm digital. I DJ with my iPad. There's an app called DJ.
Okay.
So but I had
Okay.
to learn. I had to learn all that stuff, man. And eventually, I got me a controller. You know what I'm saying? And then I, just constantly build. A lot of DJs, man, they like to use that auto mix and all that stuff. I don't like using auto mix, man. I do my stuff out here. Cause see, a lot of stuff is color coded. If you got your site, all you gotta do match the colors and stuff like that, man. And then boom, you just transition on in.
Okay.
But me, I'm just like old school, man. Everything is by ear. You know what I'm saying? I can't see none of that. So all my stuff is
Yeah.
by ear. And they got different curated playlists and stuff that you can do, you can stream. But I throw all I create my own playlists and stuff like that, man. Because if everybody playing the same curated playlist, you're gonna hear the same thing over and over again. So me, man, I create my own thing. I'm old school and R&B, old school R&B, but at the same time, I can go back like 50s, 60s and stuff, 70s and stuff like that. Cause I just did a birthday party for a guy that was 86 years old, man. You know what I'm saying? And I was going back,
Yeah.
playing some jams, a lot of stuff, man, that he liked. You know what I'm saying? From way back
Okay.
in there. So that's how far my music knowledge goes back. And like I said, I do everything. I play everything about opera, man. I can't do no opera. You give me a playlist, hey, I throw you some. I throw you some Steve Martin bluegrass if that's what you want to hear.
You paid for it, we'll play it. You paid for it, we'll
Yeah,
play
exactly, man. So, but that right there, though, is one of my biggest go-to, man. It's a hobby, but it
it. Hmm.
also relieves my mind, man. You know what I'm saying? It relieves the stress because sometimes, man, I go out on my porch. I got about 5 different mixes, man. And I take my little mini mixer,
Yeah.
man, and I go out there and sit on my porch, man, so I can get some vitamin D. And I'll just sit there,
Hmm.
man, and just play my mixer, man. Fall asleep, wake up. You know what I'm saying? I love it, man. I love sharing music with people, man. I love it, man. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Yeah.
That's what's up, man. I mean, that golly, man, to be a blind DJ is wild work though, bro. Like man, that's wild work.
Now I'm gonna tell you the
Yeah, that's what's
nastiest
up.
DJ, man, is
Yeah.
blind DJ Touchtone. He out of Philly. You can
Okay.
look him up on YouTube. Now that joker right there, he bad. DJ Touchtone.
Yeah. Okay. All right. All right. Man. Now let me ask you this question. What in your
Yeah.
life at this time of your life brings you the most joy in your life?
Can't tell you that.
Mm.
You know, the birds and the bees, man. But you know, being blind, man, you know, totally blind, man, we, you know, touch is very important to us. You see what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Touch is very important, man, you know, because the only way we see through our hands, you know what I'm saying?
I
So it's
dig it.
like, if I touch, you know, I touch my wife, I'm seeing her. She touched me, she see me. You know what I'm saying? But other than
Yeah,
that, man, you just listen and stuff, but you don't have that physical interaction. So, you know, so that right there is very important, man. So yeah, yeah. But that's happiness, man. You know what I'm saying? But of course I love my music and stuff, man. You know, music is my dope.
yeah,
But music
yeah,
touch my spirit and soul, but it can't touch my body. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, what is your most proudest military moment? How about that? Out of your career?
My most proudest military moment. Let me think. Let me think. Probably when I, you know, pin my E5 on, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, pin
Yeah,
my E5. Yeah. You know, like infantry, I made my 5 in 2.5 years, you know what I'm saying? But
yeah.
when I reclassed and went to supply, man, them points were so high, man, it took me years to get that six.
Dang, slow you right down. That from 5 to 6. That's or getting that 7.
Yeah,
Jesus.
yeah, yeah. You know, so yeah,
I knew I
that's
was
that
gonna
right
go
there.
warrant. I said, you know what? After I get
Yeah,
my 6, I'm gonna go ahead and go warrant. I know this is gonna
yeah,
that 6 or 7 would take too long. I'm just gonna go warrant for them.
right,
I ain't
right,
gonna, ain't gonna
right.
play.
That's it. That's it. Yeah, because
Um.
my daughter, man, she's in the Navy, man, and she just got out to go to the reserve, you know, active reserve in the
Okay.
Navy. And my youngest son, he did 6 years, so he was human resources. And
Okay.
my next one to him, man, he's a captain in the Air Force up there in DC.
Okay.
And the one next to him, man, he's E6, man. He's combat cam up there at Fort Meade, you know, on the platform.
Okay.
And my oldest one, man, you know, he working supervisor. He working out here in working at the peanut factory, man. You know, trying to get ready for Charlie Brown Christmas. Not great. But it's good, man. It's good. They productive. You know what I'm saying? I told them books or
Yeah,
boots, man. You know, you ain't gonna be no bum sitting around here, man. You got to do something. You know what I'm saying? Because
I
I told
dig
him, I
that.
said, me and mom, man, I said, we ain't gonna be around forever. And you have to be able to take care of yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
I said, the world, you might be the nicest person and stuff like that, but the world don't care about that. When it's time for that rent or mortgage, they want their money, man. I don't care how nice you are. They want their money.
Yeah, that's real.
That's
That's
it.
real. Now I see a picture. I saw a picture earlier. When you pinch your son his E5.
Yeah,
How
that's the
was
one
that
up
for
there
you?
for.
It's like, 'cause, all your kids went, so y'all like I call it family business, 3 generations in. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So how was that moment for you when you got to pin your son his 5?
yeah, four, because even my granddaddy was a World War Two
Okay,
vet, man. You
so
know what I'm saying?
fourth
Yeah,
generation, man.
history.
So
Yeah,
yeah.
that's it. It felt good, man. Because he had, I think he had went to Airborne school. You know, he went to Airborne school, and then later on he
Okay.
went to Air Assault school. And so, you know, he told me after he went to, you know, he just see my uniform, man, see my stuff, but he didn't realize
Hmm.
what it meant. You know what I'm saying? And so him following my steps and stuff, following my steps, man. You know, now he understood. But he told them when I pinned him, he said, this journey right here didn't just start right here. He said, my journey started way when I was a little kid, because my dad used to smoke us and have us running through the park, running across the benches and stuff, up the slide, man. You know what I'm saying? Hitting the monkey bars. Oh yeah. They passed all them presidential fitness tests, man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, back
Yeah.
then, yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah. They
Yeah, I
passed all
remember
that
that.
right
People got
there.
their little badge with their shirt and stuff. People got the little badge and all that.
Right. Oh yeah. Yeah, I had to take them out to Fort Bragg, man, and take them to the obstacle course, man. You know, and
Mhm.
let them negotiate the obstacles that they could negotiate. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
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 so
yeah.
they were already. I was already prepping them, man.
That's
Yeah,
real. That's real. How was transitioning out of the military though? Were you like, I know you did you got medically retired.
yeah,
So how was
TDRL and
that
all that.
transitioning out?
I'm gonna be happy. I'm gonna tell you the truth, man. I was happy to get up out that joint, man.
Yeah.
I ain't got to worry about no deployments and none of that. I'm getting ready to enjoy the civilian life, man. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
but Like I said, I sat home for the first 8 months, but and then I got boring, man, sitting there. So I got on up out there. The thing hey, what I found out, man, is that in the military you got the camaraderie and stuff like that, man. You get more time off, but when you out here in the civilian world, man, it's a dog eat dog world, man. They don't be caring nothing about you, man. You know what I'm saying? Military, you got all
Yeah.
kind of support. You know what I'm saying? But out here,
Mm-hmm.
oh nah, man. Hey, you don't work, you ain't gonna eat. I mean, cats, man, you get more time off in the military, man. 4 day, 3, 4 day training holidays, all that stuff like that. You're gonna get paid
Mm-hmm.
regardless. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So my transition was good because I'm like, man, hey, 82nd is a whole different ball game, man. It's like their own little army. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I was happy to get up out of there, man. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, you got to, been I retired. I was, it was good because I still got that paycheck. That 1 month break, and I still was able to get that paycheck. You know what I'm saying? Then eventually,
Mm-hmm.
I got my 100%, and that's one of the things that I was worried about because you wondering how you going to take care of your family, man. How I'm going to support my
Yeah.
family and stuff like that, man. So I'm thankful that I got my 100%, man. So I don't have to worry about that, man. Send some of my kids to college and things like that, man. Because like me, when I go to the blind rehab, whatever
Mm-hmm.
I get trained on, I get to keep. Civilians out here, man, they can go to the school and get trained on it, but they got to pay out of pocket, man.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a
Yeah.
blessing, man. You know what I'm saying?
All right. You serve with a lot of different guys. Can you tell me your Mount Rushmore of leaders you served with that, I'm saying, of guys you served with, that guys that inspired you while you were serving?
Well, I tell you, man, I had a captain, man. It was Captain Dan Zupan, man. This dude, Ranger, man, pop looking, tobacco chewing
Mm-hmm.
cat, man. Little, must. But that dude, man, Zupan, man, he was a true warrior, man, true leader, man. You know what I'm saying? And the thing about him, man, like a lot of times, man, cats would terminate jump status, and people would try to keep them around and stuff, and mess with him. He was like this. As soon as the Joker terminated, man, he got him up out of there the next day if he could, as soon as he can, send him to the Coscom or wherever. Because his thing was like, hey, if you don't want to be here, I don't want you here. I'm gonna send you up out of here. So you probably have a 120
Mm-hmm.
man infantry company, man. We down about 89, 90 guys, man. But we were
Oh yeah,
whooping
y'all
butt. You know what I'm saying?
real
We
thin.
we 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 were thin, but we were rough, man. You know what I'm saying? We get out there, man. We run, man. We'll pass other companies and stuff up, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he was definitely a rock, man. You know what I'm saying? He was a rock,
Yeah.
you know. Yeah. First side, called first side Hogard, man. This dude was like 40 years old when he went to Ranger School, Vietnam vet. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah, yeah. So man,
Dang.
he real deal, man. And it's a lot of good cats that came through there, man. A lot of good cats come through. Sergeant Major Katie, man. Sergeant Major Katie was a Vietnam vet, man. From Panama
Mm-hmm.
Beach, Florida, man. He was good, man. Good, man. Yep.
All right. All right. What's one thing you got left on your bucket list?
My bucket list that I need to do,
Yeah. What's
man.
something you got left on your
Man,
bucket list, man?
I got two storage rooms full of stuff I need to get rid of, man. I'm gonna make sure I get rid of some of my bucket list. Hey, just to start, what's the word I'm looking for? Just getting rid of extra stuff, man, and just just simplify things, man. You know what I'm saying? Just get rid of a lot of things, man, and make my life as simple as possible, man. You know what I'm saying? And also, just work on self development, man. Still work on self because half the battle, man, of this total blindness, man, is mental, man. If you could keep your mental straight, that's half the battle, man. You know what I'm saying? Could you imagine,
Yeah.
man? Uh, darkness, man, is one of the biggest fear, people have, man. Turn the lights off, man. People scattering, man. Oh, give me the flashlight, give me a
Mm-hmm.
light. I gotta see. You know what I'm saying? But day in and day out, man. So I'm gonna tell you, really, it's boring, man. It's boring, man. So you just gotta find things to occupy your mind, things to do, man, with your hands, man. What
Mm-hmm.
socialization is very important. Getting out
Right.
and socializing, man. So I got a group called the VRC, Vision Resource Center, and uh, I been going to them about 10 years, but they pretty much helped me a lot, man, as far as independence and stuff like that, man. Get me out the house. I was talking to my boys, man. I like, man, I can't spend the rest of my life just sitting up in this house like this, man. I'm still young, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I had heard about the center about 5 years prior, but I finally decided to say, man, I'm gonna go and try this center out, man. You know what I'm saying? And hey, man, they have been very influential, man. In my independence, man, in my mental and stuff, man. Really, really, so I'm very thankful for
Yeah.
them because with this program we have right here, man, there's a lot of places they don't have it. You know what I'm saying? And so they get us out to get out the house, man. We've been
Hmm.
to concerts, man, the movies, plays, man. Different activities that we do, as far as bingo and games, man, assistive training, all that stuff, man. But the biggest thing, man, is socializing, not being. They say no man is an island unto himself, man. So you got to build you a support group,
Hmm.
man. You got to build you a network, man. You got to have that somebody that you can go to, man, when you feeling down, man. Because when you find out, man, is was you get with somebody that's going through some of this, that's been through or going through some of the stuff that you go, they can relate. So it's times, man, where I might be down, I call somebody up, man, and they lift me up, you know what I'm saying? And then vice versa. They might call me and I talk to them, lift
Hmm.
them up, you know what I'm saying? And it don't even have to be people with a person with a disability, man, because there's a lot of people, man, that, they say we spectacles, man. So just the fact that people see you overcoming and doing what you do, man, it inspires people, man. It encourages people, man, to see that regardless of what you're going through, you still have the will to live and take the bull by the horns, man, and continue on. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm. Hmm. That's real though, man. Like the mental wherewithal. I mean, you just tough as hell, tough as nails, man. I don't know. I think I'd have quit. I don't know. I mean, I know I'm not a quitter, but man, it been some dark days. This mother, I'd have tapped the fuck out. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I believe you, man. Hey, man, I'll tell
Lord
you.
take me now.
There was a
Lord
show.
take me now.
Hey, it was a show called Get Smart back in the day, man. And the Joker would push a
Yeah.
button, man, and he'd just transform. Man, if they had that button and it can guarantee me that I can leave and go straight to heaven, I'd have pushed it, man. I said,
Yeah.
bye. I'll catch you. See y'all later. I'm gone. I'm out of here, man. I'm gone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. All
And one of
right.
the
All
things
right. Let's
too,
see.
man, that
Hmm.
is that what happened when there's other people that are newly blind, man, that coming through there, man. I talk to them and I encourage them, man. I let them know that even though you blind, blindness don't define who you are. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So the thing is, if you was a born person before you lost your sight, then you just a born blind person. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
you was cool before you lost your sight, you just be a cool blind person. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
yeah. So but it took me years, man, to get to where I'm at. I told people I ain't get here overnight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, man. That's a hell of a story, man. I mean, I had to have a conversation with you when I heard. I was like, man, Jesus, I couldn't do it, man. I mean, that's why I couldn't do it. I just wouldn't, man. It's just a tough thing to go through.
It
Like, I
is,
just couldn't
man.
wrap my mind around it. For real, for real. Like, I got to talk to him about all of this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some people, they man put a blindfold on, man. They can't even keep that blindfold on for a long time, man. They be ready to just okay. I
That's-
can't deal with this, man.
Yeah.
I gotta see. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Hmm.
But it's the mind, man. It's the mental, man. Trying to get that mental, man. Like I said, that's half the battle, man. If you can keep your mental, man, keep your mental right,
All right. So,
and you
what's the
revisit it
best
because my thing
advice?
is like this. Go ahead, go ahead.
Hmm. Oh, yeah, no, go. What's the
Yeah,
best advice you never listened to, though?
the best advice I never listened to
Yeah.
was when I was younger, man. Some of my uncles used to tell me buy a house,
Hmm.
buy properties and stuff like that. When you get stationed at a different place, buy a house, and I didn't get the house until right before I got the military and stuff, man. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So because yeah, that's some advice I listen to, man. As far as buying, using the military and buying some rental properties and stuff like that, man, to create that wealth, man.
Yeah, yeah. I definitely regret not buying a duplex. I had my first rental
The
duplex in
Duke, yep,
Hinesville.
duplex,
I
yep,
could have bought that whole thing for 88. You know what I'm saying? There was nothing back then for it.
right, right,
I definitely kicked myself for that one.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So
That's
I
right. I tell
definitely
people,
second
yeah,
that one. So
start out with a duplex. Yeah.
yeah. It would have been a whole lot easier back then. Oh my God. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cause I wasn't thinking about the BAH and all that stuff like that, man. I'm thinking, man, I ain't making that much, man. I'm going for it for the house. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Yeah, yeah. That's it, man. That's something I regret.
Hmm. All right. So since freedom isn't free, how much did it cost you?
Hey, it cost me my vision, man. It cost me my time. It cost me my sweat and tears. Because but you know what? The military is a sacrifice, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because if you stay in long enough, man, a lot of your loved ones, man, die off. Different friends and stuff, man, because you deployed
Hmm.
or you're away and stuff like that. And even your family, man, if you don't go visit your family, some of your cousins and stuff, little cousins don't even know who you are. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And if you do a 20-year career, man, a lot of times is like I said, one of your loved ones is somebody's going to pass away. You know what I'm saying? And you know
Hmm.
that you can't get it. So it's definitely sacrifice, man. You know what I'm saying? Because you giving up your youth, man. Uncle Sam. Serving
Hmm.
nation, man. Yeah,
Yeah.
good night. Cause I got to the point, man, like birthdays and holidays and all that, man, it ain't mean nothing to me. Cause I'm like, man, I'm in the field. I learned was don't trip, don't worry about it, don't focus on it. Just another day. Cause originally,
Yeah.
man, initially I should get a little teed off, man. I'm like, man, I'm out here on my birthday, man. No, 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 no. So eventually, man, I just said forget the holidays and stuff. So it didn't really mean that much to me. That was my way of protecting myself from worrying, feeling bad about it. You know what I'm
Disappointment.
saying?
Yeah.
Feeling some
Yeah. Yeah.
disappointment. Yeah, so I just said, man, Bubba, it's just another day. Yeah.
I kind of deal with that. Like I kind of deal with on my birthdays. Like every other birthday, every few birthdays. Like I don't want to party. Like I just want to chill. I don't want to just move on for the day, y'all. Let's just keep it moving. It's just a day. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
I'm just thankful to
I'll
be
be like that all
alive,
the
the
time.
present day.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it, man. Yeah, buddy. Yeah. But when I got my transplant, man, it came from I think it was 2011, somewhere in there. It came from a white female cadaver. And so
Okay.
I told Doc, I said, hey Doc, I said, hey, keep the feminine portion, but give me that white so my credit get right. Hey, I got above 700, man. I'm doing shit, taking care
Yeah,
of me,
you do.
bro.
You got above 700 now. You got a 150 now. You got 700 credit score. That's why.
Yeah, man. 'Cause,
I'm
like I
glad you
tell
got
people,
a kidney,
man.
man.
Yeah,
How was
man.
that? Like, how
It's
long
like
was the wait to
14
get a new
years,
kidney? Huh?
man. You know what? Um, if depending where you at, like here in North Carolina, man, UNC and all that, like there, Duke, it's like 5-year wait. The average wait is 5 years, man. Some places
Mm,
have like 3, maybe 2, and you can get as many lists as you want. But if you can get a donor, if somebody can don't donate their kidney to you, man, you don't have to wait as long, man. But if not, 5 years, man. And one of the biggest challenges, man, is the access, man. Your port and all that stuff, man, to be able to stick. Worrying about infections and things like that, man. So but yeah, man, like I tell people, man, I say I don't know, I don't look like what I've been through, man. I mean,
yeah.
I'm trying to lay in the bed, man. I couldn't even raise up. You know what I'm saying? When I was in that Cape Fear emergency, operating room, man. Man, I was in it about 15 times. You back? We seeing you again, man. They know me by first name, bro.
Hmm.
So I'm like, man. But I learned when I was in the hospital, don't lay in that bed, man. Get up, get in that chair. You know what I'm saying? If you do what you can, lift your arms, kick your legs, man. Stand up, squat. Do something, man. Because if not, you lay in that
Hmm.
bed, man. It's gonna zap all your energy, man. You know what I'm saying? So I should inspire. A lot of people, man, nurses, doctors. I was in the ICU one time, man, and I was up washing and stuff, and they said, we ain't used to people getting up in the ICU and stuff, man, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but yeah, man. So and when I would get out, I get on my treadmill, I do my little exercise, and I always built myself up because I ain't want, you
Mm-hmm.
know, I ain't want to, you know, there's a thing called caregiver burnout. And I
I
didn't, you
got
know,
you.
want to put my people through the caregiver burnout. So I always tried to get my health back up as best I can, man, to you know, so that they didn't have to wait on me 100%, man. You know what I'm saying? And the
Yeah.
one reason that I did go, at first I didn't want to go to blind rehab, man. I was like, man, I got a wife, man. Yeah, you know, I don't need to go there. But I thought about it. Well, what happens if she leave you, or what happened if the Lord call her and take her home? What you
Yeah.
want to do? And
Yeah.
that's I said, man, I need to go down here and learn. I need to learn, man, because some people become totally. If you don't never become totally independent upon anybody, if you can, you know what I'm saying. Do what you can that within your limitations and stuff, man. Because some people are enable a person, man, and then they're so dependent that they hand well not I ain't even say hand, but you prevent them from growing because you're doing
Mm-hmm.
everything for them. Teach them
I
how to
got
do
you.
some stuff for themselves. Because some caregivers be burned out. It's because you doing everything for that person instead of letting them do some things for themselves.
I
You
get
see what I'm
that.
saying?
That's
Yeah,
real.
yeah. Because the thing is, what happens if I'm not around? What you gonna do? So I got you know let you be able to do some things to teach yourself. And one thing about it, finances, man. Anybody, hey, if you can manage your own finances, because it's easy to spend somebody else's money.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So yeah.
Yeah.
And tell these cats if you can't manage your finances, man, you know, because if not, people will spend your money any kind of way, man.
Yeah, well, that's real. That's real. Next question, good sir. You were around 2001, September 11th. Where were you, good sir, when that happened?
I was down in my supply room, man. 82nd signal. I was down in the supply room,
Yeah.
man, and came up, you know, to the day room, man, and a lot of people were sitting in there. We just sitting there watching TV, man, and the first plane already struck, and then all of a sudden you see the second plane struck, and when that happened, I said, "Oh man, we going to war, bro. We going to war." Because knew it was a terrorist attack. I like, yeah, we going to war, man. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sure enough. Sure enough. Yeah.
Did it
Yes. Unbelievable.
did y'all have to ramp up for that, or you was on your way out in the military around that time?
Oh, nah. I didn't, you know, leave until 2003. So yeah, they eventually, we didn't get locked down and all that stuff, man. But eventually, man, yeah, you know, I was in Signal. You know how Signal operate, man. So
Yeah.
eventually, man, they started getting attached, man, because the cats went to Iraq, and then they went back and forth to Afghanistan. And, you know, just like it was a revolving door, man. You know what I'm saying? You can just catch like 4 or 5, 6 deployments and stuff like that, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, it was that revolving door, man. You know, so yeah, like OIF and OEF, man, just totally different, man, from Desert Storm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, let me ask your opinion on something. Do you feel like we won that war? We did 20 years in that conflict, on that campaign, and you seen Desert Storm and like into Kuwait, and you know now we got years later on. Do you feel like not America, but do you feel like we as the soldiers won the war? Yeah, that's my that
Uh,
question. Yeah.
no, I don't think we won the war, because my thing is this. When
Mm-hmm.
we was in Afghanistan and all that stuff, going after, you know, Bin Laden and all that stuff, man, he shouldn't have went into Iraq. You know, when you fighting two wars on one front, on two different fronts, man. It's like you should have stayed focused on Afghanistan. You know what I'm saying? And we probably been out of there sooner. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, to just,
Mm.
you know, pull out and then boom, they regress and go back to some of the same things that they were originally doing. Taliban is like what did we profit, man? You
Yeah,
know,
yeah, yeah. I mean, a lot of people sacrificed. A lot of lives were sacrificed, and now I kind of like, for what though? Like, what did we
right?
even accomplish?
What did we accomplish? Yeah, yeah. Exactly,
Yeah.
man. So nah, I
That's
don't
why I
think
asked that question.
I don't think we won, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
One of
And
my
you know,
favorite
even with a
questions to
Desert
ask all my
Storm,
guests.
man, it's like, hey, they stopped at Tigers, man. You know, should have went on into Baghdad, man, and they mopped it up, and we wouldn't have been going back in there again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. One of my favorite questions to ask all my guests is, um, how do you want to be remembered?
I want to be remembered, man, as this um dude, man, who was cool.
Right.
Um,
Right.
you know, just if I said if I call myself your friend, I'm truly a friend to you. You know what I'm saying? And you know, that's pretty much how I remember, man. You know, and then my kids, you know, my legacy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, I raised them, man, my grands and stuff, man, and that I did a good job, man. You know, establishing, leaving a legacy, man. You know.
Mm-hmm. That's real, man. That's real. Well, my man, I had a great time today. I appreciate your service, man. I
Oh
really want to
yeah,
give you
man.
flowers, yo.
Hey, you too,
And
man.
I thank you again, man. I just want to salute you for all your service, my guy. And till next time, we did a hell of an episode, brother. I appreciate it.
Oh yeah, man. Hold it down, man, and just keep on doing what you're doing, man. You know what I'm saying? We gonna meet one day. You know, most definitely,
You
man.
know
You
what,
know what I'm
man? I'm gonna
saying?
pull up. I'm gonna pull up.
That's right.
But, you
All
know,
right, man.
again, man, thank you so much, dog. I can't wait to put this show out, man, and just tell the world, man, how we, yeah, man, all the help people can get to if they're good dealing with some stuff like that, even like that mental space. I think we covered a lot. I think it's a great episode, boss man.